The laughter came first, sharp, careless, and loud enough to turn heads. "Serve me in proper English," the millionaire said, swirling his glass with bored fingers, "and I'll pay you $1,000. It was meant to humiliate. He didn't expect the silence that followed. And he definitely didn't expect the young woman standing across from him to lift her eyes with quiet dignity and change his life forever. Emily Carter had learned long ago how to survive in silence. The luxury hotel where she worked in downtown Chicago glittered with crystal chandeliers and marble floors. But for Emily, it was simply a place where she traded hours of her life for a paycheck that barely kept the lights on. Her mother had passed away when Emily was 19, leaving behind medical bills and a younger brother, Noah, who depended on her for everything. College dreams were folded away like old letters. Survival came first. That evening, the hotel hosted a private business dinner for elite investors. Men in tailored suits filled the room with loud confidence and louder egos. Among them sat Richard Wellington, a self-made millionaire known for his sharp mind and sharper tongue. He had built an empire, but somewhere along the way, empathy had been replaced by arrogance. To him, service staff were invisible unless he wanted entertainment. Emily approached his table calmly, her uniform neat but worn. "Good evening, sir. May I take your order?" she asked softly. Richard smirked. He had already been drinking. "Your accent," he laughed, glancing at his companions. "Let's see if you actually speak English properly. Serve me in perfect English and I'll give you $1,000. Otherwise, just bring the food." The table erupted in laughter. Emily felt her cheeks burn not from shame but from exhaustion. She had faced this before. People assumed things when they heard her voice, saw her name tag, or noticed she avoided eye contact. They never asked where she came from, what she carried, or what she had sacrificed. For a moment she considered walking away. She needed this job. She needed the money. But something inside her, years of swallowed pride and quiet resilience, rose gently but firmly. She straightened her posture and met Richard's eyes. "Certainly, sir," she said in flawless English, her voice calm and measured. "I will be honored to assist you this evening. May I recommend our rosemary-infused lamb, paired with a 2015 Bordeaux that complements both the spice and tenderness of the dish." The laughter stopped. Richard blinked, surprised but unconvinced. "Not bad," he said, "but that could have been memorized." Emily smiled politely. "Would you prefer French?" she asked and switched effortlessly. Then Spanish. Then Italian. Then German. 5 languages flowed from her lips with elegance and control, each one precise, each one confident. The room went completely silent. Richard's glass froze midair. His companion stared, stunned. He felt something unfamiliar, embarrassment. For the first time that night, the joke was no longer funny. Emily finished calmly, returning to English. "I speak 5 languages, sir. Not because I wanted to impress anyone, but because I had to survive." She turned to leave, but Richard stopped her. "Wait." His voice was different now, quieter, human. "Why?" he asked. "Why would someone like you be working here?" Emily hesitated. Then she answered honestly. She spoke of her mother, the hospital nights, the bills she still paid. She spoke of Noah, of learning languages through free online courses while caring for a sick parent, of dreams postponed but not destroyed. Richard listened. That night he paid the $1,000 without a word, but the real change came later. Over the following weeks, Richard returned to the hotel, not to mock, not to boast, but to listen. He learned Emily had once dreamed of becoming an international relations officer. He learned how intelligence without opportunity becomes invisible. Slowly, his hardened view of the world cracked. 1 month later, Emily received a letter. A full scholarship. A paid internship. A personal note from Richard Wellington himself. "I spent years believing money made me superior," it read. You reminded me that humility and perseverance are the real wealth. Don't let the world silence you. Emily cried, not because of the opportunity, but because someone had finally seen her. Years later, Emily Carter stood on an international stage, translating for world leaders, her voice steady and respected. In the audience sat Noah, smiling proudly. And somewhere in the back, an older man applauded quietly, no longer a millionaire defined by arrogance, but a human changed by one moment of truth. The lesson was simple, yet powerful. Never underestimate someone because of where they stand today. Sometimes the quietest voice carries the strongest story.